and that, or the topics I'm going to talk to you about.
And look at him go! He could go all the way! Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Say you will.
Shout it right now, baby.
Say you will.
Come on, come on.
Say you will.
Come on and shout.
Say you will.
Yeah.
Welcome to Someone Sick Sports Blizzard podcast. Today my special guest is Brother Bill.
What's up, man? Appreciate you having me on here. I'm super excited.
I'm excited to be talking about our Buffalo Bills with you. Are you going out to the training camp this year?
Yeah, I usually go at least once because I live in Rochester, so it's pretty easy for me too. It's like right there, so usually go a couple times with family, once or twice, and see everything. It's really cool. Been going since I was a little kid.
How did you get the nickname Brother Bill?
I just kind of made it up, honestly. It was probably like 6 years ago when I made the Twitter account, and I was just trying to think of something catchy that I thought would kind of like make sense for what I was going for. And Brother Bill, just the alliteration and the meaning of like kind of like everyone's brother. That's the vibe I'm going for. So just think it kind of fit. And I kind of just made that the name, and then it took off soon after that.
How did you become a fan of the Bills?
It's kind of like family, My dad had season tickets growing up, and his dad and him would go. And I think I went to my first game when I was 6. He took me, and it was like we had like a 40-person tailgate, like tons of family and friends. Just the atmosphere was awesome. The team wasn't very good at that point, but that was kind of how it all started. And I've been going to at least 3 games a year since I was about 5. So just been a diehard my whole life, pretty much.
What did you think of the Diggs trade to Houston?
I was a little sad. I really like Diggs. Kind of, I could see it both ways. I'm sad he's gone, but I feel like the relationship with Josh maybe ran its course, at least as, I don't think they like hate each other or anything like that, but at least as teammates. So I'm okay with moving on. Like, I think we could be successful without him, and I like a lot of the receivers we have now. Actually, I'm a huge Curtis Samuel guy, so I'm really excited for him this season. And obviously Coleman and Shakir and Kincaid again.
Who do you think replaces Diggs?
I don't know if it's gonna be just like one person like that. I feel like it's gonna be like a spread offense where you have like Shakir, Kincaid, and Samuel, who I could see getting around 800 to 1,000 yards depending on the player. And then I think you'll have like Scantling and Coleman and Knox, who could get you anywhere from like 400 to 600. So I could just see us replacing his production with just like a really balanced offense of like 5 to 6 dudes who just any day it could be their day, and the ball's gonna get spread around a lot, and defenses will have to plan to guard a few people instead of just focusing on maybe one in the eye super hard.
Are we Um, do you think Keon Coleman is gonna go have a good rookie season?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if it's gonna be super crazy, but I don't know if we need him to be. Like I really like our top three options, and I think that's a good situation for a rookie to come in, and I could see him being like a 600-yard, 5 touchdown guy, and I think that would be perfect for our offense. If he's more than that, it's even better, and he's definitely got the capabilities too. I just don't know if right away he will be, but I'm excited for him either way, and I think he'll be really good for us, especially in the future and this year.
Um, who who's the X factor on the Bills in 2024?
I mean, obviously Josh. If we had to do someone outside of Josh, I would say Kincaid. I think we're expecting him to take that big jump, and I really think the offense can run through a tight end like Kansas City. I think he's on that level. Maybe not exactly at the level of Kelsey, but I think he's in that upper tier. So I'm super excited to see what he can do. But Josh is always the X factor, you know. Like as long as you have him, you're in good hands. So I feel confident.
Do you um do you know this guy, Lance Nelson from Built in Buffalo?
I don't know if I don't know. I'm not sure.
He says, "Go Bills, what's up?" So, what's up, buddy? How many wins in 2024? I am going to say at least 12. I'm going to go 12 wins.
See that? I can see it being anywhere from like 10 to 12. I don't know if we'll be like top dogs, but I still feel confident we could win the division and everything.
Yeah, I can see that. What is your best memory of being a Bills fan?
It's tough. I would have to say my first really good memory was that 2003 home opener. I was there. That was when we beat the Patriots 31-0, and Sam Adams returned that Tom Brady interception for a touchdown. And I don't think I've ever been to a game that the crowd was so crazy, especially at least at that point. I hadn't been going for a few years, but that's when I was like super drawn in, and I was like, this is awesome. And then probably when we broke the drought was another one. I remember getting ready to go to a New Year's party and just being in my house all alone, kind of watching, waiting. I wasn't gonna go to the party if we lost because I would have been too mad. So my whole night was depending on that. And of course we won, we made it. And I remember just calling my parents and my mom and my sister and my friends and going out and like partying the whole night, requesting the shout song over and over at the bar I was at. So that was super awesome.
What do you feel Josh needs to do as a quarterback and leader of the team to make this year a successful season?
You know, I think it's just he's definitely the guy now. Like getting rid of Diggs kind of solidifies him as like the 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 longest tenured and like sure leader on the offense. Not that he kind of wasn't already, but he's definitely got to step up as like a just vocally and I don't know, just lead by example. Maybe staying after with these guys, kind of building a repertoire because there's so many new players. Like putting in that extra work, which I saw him doing this week. I saw some pictures posted of them working out together and everything. So I think that's the right step, and that's big and what's gonna kind of like keep us going forward this year because there's so many new faces.
Brother Bill, what got you started in the content game?
It's kind of just I would tweet so much from my normal Twitter about the Bills. I was like, hey, I should just make a Bills based Twitter so I'm not I don't know, just to kind of have fun, and I like to joke around and stuff. So it was just kind of like more for fun than anything. And then when the COVID lockdown happened, I'm a barber, so I couldn't work for 3 months. I think I was out of work, so it kind of was like I had all this free time. So I just kind of started putting way more effort into it and making the videos, and it's really just about having fun, like making jokes. I like being creative and doing stuff like that, and I love the Bills, so it was just kind of something really natural that came about when I had free time, and it's just kind of taken off, and I just keep doing it, and it's really fun.
What is one fun fact about yourself?
Hmm. Um, that's tough. I'm a barber. I just opened my own barber shop this year, so that was super cool and exciting for me. So yeah, that's probably the biggest thing in the last stretch of my life that opened my own barber shop, named it after my grandpa. So kind of continuing his legacy, and that's probably my coolest thing.
Um, what did you think of the draft class for this year?
I liked it. Obviously, I like Coleman. I was a little mad at first when we traded with the Chiefs to go out of the first round. But after we got our picks, I was fine with it. Like I think it was just more in the moment. I was a little salty that like we traded out. You waited up all night, and the Chiefs take the top receiver on the board for a lot of pundits. So kind of bugged me. But once we got Coleman, like I was pretty high on him going in. So I was excited about that. I like Cole Bishop looks good to me. I'm not a huge college football guy, so none of my takes are probably that strong, but from what I've seen and all the stuff I've read, it seems like a really cool draft, and I'm expecting some good stuff out of a lot of those dudes.
Where's your barber shop located?
So I live in Rochester, so it's in Gates in Rochester, right off like Lyle Road near the Wegmans there.
What's your favorite Bills jersey? Like from
That I own, like my favorite Bills jersey.
or
Uh,
like your favorite jersey like through the years?
Um, I really like the AFL all white home jerseys with the standing red buffalo on the helmet. I think those are my favorite ones we wear. Um, I'd love for us to bring back the red helmets though, and like the Jim Kelly jerseys for a couple games. Been waiting on that.
Oh, like the jerseys from the 90s.
Uh huh. Definitely not the 2000s. I hate the navy. Hated those.
Yeah, I think those ones were just um like a little too dark.
Yeah. Royal blue is definitely cooler.
Yeah, and like since they switched from Reebok to Nike, I like the blue but I liked the when they went with the color rush jerseys also.
Yeah, that is cool.
What does being a Bills fan mean to us?
Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You can.
First, okay. Um, there's just so much like good memories and like family ties to the Bills. Like I think back to my childhood, and like I said, we'd have like 40-person tailgate, like all my relatives, like we'd park our cars in a row, and you're just hanging out with family. I feel like there's so much crossover between family and the Bills, which is what makes it such like a special bond. And I think it's such a small town team too that like the players when they buy into that feel and that vibe too, which is definitely what we've had with this core of dudes. So yeah, it's definitely different, special. It's a lot of like family ties and a lot of traditions and a lot of good memories. And even through the worst years, it was just something that brought everyone together. And I mean, we could finish 7-9, but like you win a game and your whole week's made, no matter what your record is. So it's always a special feeling.
Yeah, like being a Bills fan just means like rooting for your team and um hoping every year is a successful year for them. Do you have any Bills signed jerseys, pictures?
I have a signed Thurman Thomas jersey, and then I have a signed Tyrod Taylor jersey. I actually cut his hair. It's like maybe 8 years ago now, when they were here for camp, and he signed his new contract. I actually cut his hair, so I met him and everything. He was awesome. That was one of the cooler things I've ever done. So yeah, I think that's the only two I have. But do you have any?
Um do you have a website?
For the barbershop, it's buzziesbarbershop.com. BUZZYS.
What's the most memorable Bills game for you, whether in person or on TV?
In person, it would probably be that 03 home opener against Patriots, or maybe that game after the Damar Hamlin accident, and when Naheem Hines returned the two kicks, because I was there too. So that was a surreal feeling. That was pretty awesome. Those are probably the two biggest ones I can think of.
Um for me it would be like the Indianapolis game, that snow game when
Oh,
they when it went to overtime and then Shady McCoy scored that touchdown.
yeah, that was awesome. They're all throwing the snow in the air and everything. That was sick.
How many home games do you attend per season?
I'm usually at like 5, right around there, somewhere in that range, but usually like 5-ish. Do you go to any?
I sometimes just go out to the tailgates with the Built in Buffalo crew with Lance.
That's awesome.
Um do you have a player from the 2010s drought years you wish was on today's team?
That's tough. Let me think. I'm trying to think of what we lack kind of right now. I feel like we could use some help at D end. I would take like a prime Jerry Hughes back, maybe. I would, he was like a 10 sack guy. Obviously, he still plays though, but yeah, if I could have Jerry Hughes in his prime back right now, I think that would be huge for this team. Lee Evans was the man too, super fast.
Yeah, he was.
Williams too. I was thinking that.
I liked what was his name? He plays for the Vikings now, I think. Harrison Phillips.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Kyle Williams.
Yeah, I miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too. Like maybe like an old time quarterback and Doug Flutie, maybe.
That'd be cool. Backing up Josh, do the pooch kicks.
Yeah. All-time favorite Bills player. Mine would have to be Lee Evans, I think, because like he was fast and he was a good player.
He was really good. I think I'd go Eric Moulds. He's like my childhood favorite.
Yeah, the old number 80 on the Bills. Kelly or Allen, who's the better quarterback?
It's a tricky one. Get us in trouble. I think Josh though. It was a different league back then too. Like he didn't throw as much and everything, so it's tough. But I do think Josh is better.
Terrell Owens was another.
He was fun.
Yeah, he was another fun quarterback. Like another fun wide receiver because like every time he scored they threw popcorn in the air or something.
That's funny.
Do you ever catch any of the Buffalo Sabres hockey games?
Yeah, definitely not as I'm a fan, but I'm not like like as into it as I am with the Bills. Bills definitely take up way more of my mental and emotional stuff than the Sabres. But I do like them when they're playing better. I definitely get way more into it. But I watch probably a couple games every week, maybe one or two. I definitely don't watch all of them.
What are your thoughts getting Lindy Ruff back behind the bench?
That's it's tough, right? It's like the nostalgic factor, like me growing up watching him, and we were sick when he was our coach. So I have that, and that's like making me excited. But then I don't follow hockey enough to know. I know he's the Devils. I know they made the playoffs, not this year, but the year before. So I feel like he's solid. I just don't know if it's more me being excited out of nostalgia or like if he's actually gonna turn this thing around. But I'm hoping for the best. I'm excited to have him back. It's definitely like really cool, especially for like the kid in me who grew up watching those teams.
What can the Bills do to finally get over the hump and win a Super Bowl?
It's tough. We're always right there. I feel like we're so close. I think a little bit of it is luck. I think some of it is just getting out of our own way sometimes. I think there's some situations where I feel like we've been overcoached on defense and kind of like the 13 seconds thing when we pushed everybody back and kind of they had 2 timeouts. We really didn't need to do that. And then last year was tough though because I feel like I had no issue with the coaching. I just feel like we left some plays out there that you just got to step up and make. Like there's a lot of drops. There's a lot of just little miscues, the little things that end up biting you. Dawkins gets beat around the edge by one of the best DNs, so it's tough to be mad at him, but or D tackles. But if he holds up a millisecond more, I think Josh hits Shakir in the end zone there, and we might win that game. It's just little things where maybe a little bit of luck, a little bit of just I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to really nail it down. We're always so close, and I do think we have the roster.
Yeah, I think this year we have the team that maybe we can get past the AFC championship game and into the Super Bowl.
Hope so. It'd be awesome.
How much would a Super Bowl win mean to Bills Mafia?
I can't even imagine. I feel like everyone would like take off work for a week and it would just be, the parade would be crazy. I feel like a lot of crying, a lot of cheering, a lot of just. It's hard to even imagine what it would do. It would be just so euphoric.
How did you feel about the mid-season firing of Ken Dorsey?
I was for it. I think he didn't. I don't know. It's tough. It seemed like him and Josh had a good relationship. I just feel like he never was really on the same page as Josh, play calling wise, and just couldn't really get anything going. And Brady obviously seemed like he knew what he was doing with the offense. I think it's going to be even more exciting this year now that he has a full off season, and like him and Samuel have had successful season together with the Panthers. So I'm really excited about those two together again, and just a full off season to implement like his true offense and the pieces that we put together. I'm sure he had a say in, so I think he's got a plan for everybody, and I was definitely for it at the time. Like I think he ran his course, Dorsey.
Yeah, I think he did too. But now with Joe Brady coming in, I think that the Bills might have a more fun offense. Maybe they'll try that 12 personnel stuff and maybe try to run the ball a little bit.
Be awesome.
Are you still gonna be doing the videos during the season for the Bills?
Yeah, I am. It's getting a little tricky. Like we played almost every team in the NFL at least once, and then some of these division games I've probably done like 12 videos for. So coming up with new ideas is definitely getting harder, but I'm still planning on doing it, and hopefully they're still funny, and I can still think of some new creative, funny things to do for get everybody excited on game day.
Do you think we could be creative and come up with a video and
Me and you?
Yeah.
Then that'd be cool. Maybe we'll meet up at one of the tailgates or something like that.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Should Buffalo host the draft in the 2026 like after they open the new stadium?
It'd definitely be cool. You know what I hope? I hope with this new stadium they kind of put a lot of businesses and bars and cool things like that kind of on Abbott Road and kind of make that a little more funner. I think that would be huge if you host the draft. You have some things people can do after or before and have some fun. But that would be really cool. I don't know if they'll get it, but that would be a cool way to kind of open up the new stadium.
What are your thoughts on the new stadium? Like, since I see they got the beams in and all that.
You know, I'm a little nervous about prices and everything. That kind of part scares me, but it's definitely gonna be cool. It's definitely needed. Kind of wish we had a roof, honestly. I know that's a highly contested take. A lot of people like the no roof. It's really not like you know, I'll tailgate in the cold, I'll sit through the cold, I really don't mind, but kind of want our team to play its best, and I don't know if super windy or super snowy conditions help that. But I'm excited. I'm a little nervous just about the pricing, and I know they made it a lot smaller, which I don't really love because I like packing it in. I know that we have the fan base that shows up and does pack it in, so that part worries me a little bit. But you know, I'll be there still supporting them.
Do you think they're gonna be demolishing the old stadium?
Probably. I'm sure they'll make that either parking or maybe put like a. It'd be cool if they did like a museum type thing, maybe. But I don't know if they would do that. But that would be cool.
Um, since like we're getting close to the end of the show, where could um my viewers catch you
Yeah.
in doing your videos?
On every platform, so Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, I'm Brother Bill 716. No undertags or spaces or anything. Just Brother Bill 716. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. TikTok, I'm not super active on, but I do have one. I just don't post a ton on there. Cool. Appreciate it.
And you can find my content on Instagram and on X at 716 Sports Blizzard. No underscores or anything. Training camp is July 24th.
Cool. Yeah, I can't wait. That's when you know it's starting to rev up again. Always gets me excited.
And hopefully I'll catch up with you again sometime.
Sure. Appreciate you having me on here. It's awesome.
Thanks for joining me and talking about our Buffalo Bills.
Definitely.